The kids are finally asleep. Just gotta do this real quick. If you're gonna do this, you gotta do it right. These are actually Olivia's, but you know, she won't mind if I borrow them, right?
They remarkably fit you.
It's time to pack for Disney.
Well, now that we've gotten the shenanigans out of the way, and apparently I keep getting distracted by this, I can't even like not look at you with these things.
I kind of like them. I could do this every day. I could wear these to work.
Welcome back, family travelers. We are so excited you're here. Now, if you're new here, we fly standby, and that means that we have to pack super light. So we are going to talk today about how to pack for Disney in the smallest itty-bitty space possible, because it's a small world after all, right?
Oh, I like that. Oh, I see what you did there. It's a good one.
Right?
Did you just think about that on the fly?
Duh.
Okay. Disney, I feel like when people travel there, they just want to take everything, the whole world with them.
Holy crap, yeah.
But minimalism is hot right now. So we are going to show you that you can, in fact, be minimalistic when it comes to packing for Disney.
We're not taking that much stuff.
We aren't taking that much stuff. I think we have probably less than maybe 10 items. Now, this list will be just kind of like Disney specific things. So you still need to pack like your deodorant. You know, we're not going to cover all the basics here, but this list will give you an idea of just packing for Disney. What are some of the key things that you want to make sure you bring? We have divided this list into 3 sections because that's how we roll. The first, Disney specific items, of course. The second, comfort and clothing. And the third, camera/electronics.
The first thing you always have to remember when you're going to Disney is your tickets. Easiest way to keep your tickets? Magic bands.
We have a few of them.
Right? I'm like putting it on right now.
So one thing to note, you don't have to have these magic bands. You can just get like a ticket that I believe kind of looks like a credit card when they send it to you. But these magic bands just make your life a lot easier. If you are staying at a Disney hotel, they will automatically give you one of these. If you are not staying at a Disney hotel, then you can purchase them. So you get it for free with your hotel if you're staying on property. But if you're not, you have to pay for it. So I think, let's see, hold on. Let me do a quick little Google search. We have the basic kind, as you can see. But you can also buy cool little characters and all sorts of fun ones. So like this one, there's an Olaf. So like that one is $25. So if you do purchase one, I believe they just mail it to you, and then you can link your park tickets. You can use this for like your fast passes, your whole My Disney experience. You can just link it directly to this. And then it functions as your room key if you're staying at a resort too. So it's like everything. It's pretty cool. Highly recommend you get one of these. Disney tees is the next item on our list. For this, we need the Disney tees we're gonna wear. So that looks so great on you. This is Nick's. That's what Nick's gonna wear. And this is what Everett's gonna wear. I am very pro matching Disney tees. And it took me a long time to convince this guy to go along with it. And he didn't even fully go along with it. What we ended up doing was we didn't get like Disney 2019 on our t-shirts, you know, like some people find online. I think they sell them all over the place. But we just kind of like got a similar characters.
Theme.
Yeah, so just slight variation. So Nick has a Mickey, Everett has a Mickey, Olivia has Jasmine and Raja, as do I. So we didn't get them complete matchy-matchy, but close enough. It was a nice compromise, right?
You bulldozed. I didn't compromise on anything. I'm just doing it because I have to.
I know. I basically didn't give him a choice. Sometimes you just gotta do the cheesy traditions. And isn't this so cute? Get your Disney merch before you get there.
Up next is the autograph book. Can't leave home without this.
Yeah, you can also get these in the parks, but we just got ours ahead of time because then you don't have to wait in line at the stores.
We took it last time. Olivia autographed it with hers. Yes, there we go. See? Isn't that great? Ooh, got Donald Duck.
Oh, Donald Duck?
Yeah.
You can find these all over the place. I think they probably sell them Target. I know they sell them on Amazon.
Yep.
The Disney store, of course. You can just order it through there if you want to do that in advance. But then you can kind of get your pick of designs and everything without having to shuffle through everything at the store. So they're super small. They take up pretty much no room in your suitcase. So this one we made room for. And with that, we are on to section 2. Comfort is key at Disney, let me tell you.
Right.
It's not the time to test out your new rubber flip-flops. Actually, I feel like we've made that mistake before.
More than once.
Yeah. Finally, we got proper sandals. Like, after how many years of traveling, we finally got proper sandals.
That's embarrassing.
Depending on what season you travel, so we're traveling in the fall, and in Florida, the temperatures just wildly range. So we're packing layers.
Your definition of wildly range.
It depends where you're from. I mean, we're from the Midwest, so we obviously are okay with it because right now it's like 30 degrees out, so we're pretty much cool with anything. For packing, pack some t-shirts, pack some long sleeves, pack layers is the key. In summer, you can just pack t-shirts and be done with it.
Yeah, I never have to worry about them. It's always hot there.
I know, and Nick will probably just take t-shirts anyways.
Some other absolute travel essentials you have to have that are especially important for Disney are a blanket, because it gets cold there.
Or you can use it to sit on for the parade at night.
That's the more important use. The more obvious one is sunscreen. Lather that up. Nobody wants a sunburn.
No.
Like, especially like, you always see the people that are like cherry red walking around and you just feel so bad for them. Like,
I know. Oh, poor
It's just
people.
gonna ruin your day.
We even have it right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that we typically use. We've just been using this since Olivia was born.
And then the other one that's always overlooked, gallon Ziploc bags. Wet swimsuits, wet clothes, dirty clothes.
We also have a wet bag.
That thing's
That-
nice.
I know, and we love it. We'll link to the one that we have below. Now on the topic of comfort, strollers. So you have a couple options when it comes to strollers. You can bring your own stroller, or you can rent a stroller once you get there. We've never rented a stroller before. We always bring our own stroller for a couple reasons.
We're stroller enthusiasts.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of strollers to begin with.
We actually did a video about strollers if you want to.
Oh yes, we do, yeah, where we compare
Compare
a
and
wide
contrast.
range of strollers. Typically we go with this option just because then, you know, we already have the car seat and it plugs right in. You know your baby's going to be comfortable in it. One thing to keep in mind though, Disney just changed the specifications on the size of stroller you can bring. So let me check real quick what it is, because I think they just changed it as of May 1st, 2019. Strollers can be no larger than 31 inches wide and 52 inches long. So most single strollers should be fine, but definitely measure it first because you can't go over this limit. A lot of double strollers, though, probably aren't going to make the
I
cut.
think the Bob double stroller does though.
Okay, you might be
Because I
right.
remember seeing that on Twitter.
There are some that are slim enough that can make the cut if it's a double stroller. So just make sure, do yourself a favor and check the size of it to make sure it fits within those guidelines. You also can't bring a wagon.
What?
So this is a new rule they put into place May 1st. Stroller wagons are no longer permitted at Disney. So leave your
that's a
stroller
bummer.
wagon behind.
I like wagons.
I know. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but true.
I mean, we could never take one of those. Could you imagine us rolling up on a wagon on a plane?
Right? If you choose to rent your stroller, you have a couple of options there. You can rent through Disney directly. So the cost is $15 a day for a single or $31 a day for a double stroller. You can save a little bit of money if you do multiple days, but just know that the way it works is that you're given a receipt and then you take that inside the park to get your stroller, and then you have to leave your stroller at the park when you leave. So you can get it every day if you do the multi-day, but you have to, you know, get it right when you get to the park and leave it when you leave the park.
It's kind of interesting.
So if your child falls asleep in the stroller, you have to wake them up. That's a benefit of bringing your own stroller, is that you don't necessarily have to wake them up when you're walking out because
Nobody
it's your own
wants to wake
stroller.
a sleeping baby at
Right?
the end of a day.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just know that. I think it's easier for us at least, to just bring our own stroller, but up to you.
And while we're on the topic of strollers, but anyway, this is a car seat cover that goes for like an infant car seat. So it probably wouldn't, you wouldn't want to put your toddler in this, not that they fit, but it kind of covers over. You can let them stick their heads out. But if it starts really pouring rain, this thing has saved us a lot. Plus it helps with wind and snow. They make like winter versions that we also have. That's not coming to Florida though.
No, because it's not that cold. But it's really nice because it rains a lot, and so you want your stroller to be protected. I think they have the full covers. That just cover the entire stroller, especially if you have ones that aren't the infant seat ones. But something to think about bringing, because it does rain, and a lot of times you just have to park your stroller outside of the rides, and there's not a lot of overhangs. So while you can go inside, your stroller cannot. So make sure it is protected. We've reached our final section.
Electronics and camera stuff. The first thing that's most important, a camera. We use the M50 for our kind of like out and about pictures. It's really tiny, but it's still like a DSLR. Quite nice. This thing is like a lifesaver.
If you're just trying to figure out like which one might be a good one, check this one. It's a Canon M50. There are tons out there that would do just fine, but this one, we'll put a link to it in the description. We really like it, and it was kind of like a mid-range one. So it's a good one if you're traveling, so to Disney, or if you're going other places afterward, this one is a good one to check out.
And then if you're looking to save even more space, if you don't want to carry like a DSLR around, even a little thing like the Gopro. We've had this for years, and it's like dinged up and been dropped and thrown and all that stuff, but we give it to Olivia to play around with. She can jump in the pools with it because it's waterproof. So it's just a lot of fun. And that you don't have to worry about her running off with your phone and smashing the screen and yelling obscenities very loudly in the middle of the park because it got broken.
True story.
So we've been there.
Fun fact, our first ever video that we tried filming for YouTube was at Disney on a GoPro.
What a throwback.
I know, we might have some footage of it. I'm not sure. We'll see if we do. But
wow.
Yeah, you remember that? We
do.
were staying at the Port Orleans in Disney, and we were at the kiddie water park thing.
Oh, that's true.
And we used a GoPro. These things are perfect for Disney.
And then the last thing to bring for electronics is chargers. It's a long day. And if you're anything like us, your devices die because you're busy snapping pictures of your kids or looking up places to eat or whatever. So we always bring a charger. You can bring like the wireless ones, like the USB like chargers that you plug into, or you can just bring a standard wall charger and use that as an excuse to just like stand in one spot for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Don't leave home without your charger.
Definitely not. The other thing to consider, if you are thinking about purchasing like some of these before you go, or any other kind of like Disney toys or other random merchandise. Someone gave us a tip one time to just buy a Disney gift card. That's super slim. It can fit into your stuff. And then you give your kids the Disney gift card, and so whatever's on that card, they can use it during the trip to buy whatever they want. So you're not constantly going into stores and having to say no, or coming away with 15 different toys in one day. You just have the gift card. They know that they can, at whatever time they want, spend. Yeah.
So that's all we pack. That's all we take into the park. We don't take a lot. You can get snacks to bring in if you want to. We generally just kind of like snack around the park because there's some good food there, and it's worth spending the money on.
Dole Whips.
Right? Oh, so good. In addition to like all of this stuff, all we packed were, 2 shirts for a day, all the socks and underwear, and a couple of pairs of pants for a whole long weekend. The both of us fit all into one suitcase. The kids fit into another. All carry-on size. Complete with a diaper bag and one backpack. So minimalism is key. It can be done.
Ooh, one other thing before we continue on. If you have a small child that uses a crib, most hotels will also provide that too. So definitely don't worry about bringing like a pack and play or something, because those things are just so dang heavy.
Right.
And I would definitely call the hotel, obviously, to make sure. But most of the Disney affiliated ones for sure have those that you can use.
Now cribs really have me like thinking about sleep. Speaking of sleeping kids, ours still don't know we're going to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a video about that probably next week about the surprise, provided we make it there, which is part of the reason we haven't told them, because we don't know if we're going to actually get there or not.
We're planning on telling Olivia on the plane. Everett is only 7 months old, so even when we tell him, he's going to have no idea what that means. But Olivia, we're planning on telling her on the plane. So we are going to make a video of our, hopefully, flight out tomorrow and telling Olivia. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we got to go finish packing so we can actually make it on time to our flight.
It's in like 5 hours, so we got to go fast.
Yeah.
Goodbye.